it's finally here. We have the updated One Piece TCG banned and restricted list. And guess what? Trifolder Law is on there, and a black card's on there. Can you guess what that black card is? Enies Lobby. That's right. Give yourself a pat on the back and leave in the comment section if you knew that Enies Lobby was going to be banned without seeing any of the restricted list or the spoilers or all the things posted on Facebook about it. I was not expecting to wake up to Enies Lobby being banned. But let's talk about it. In typical Bandai fashion, they can't just ban the leader. They feel the need to give us a crappy version of it. So they are going to be reprinting RP Law, and they are going to be making the skill Dawn -3, activate main. You may bottom deck one of your 3,000 power or more characters to play a 4-cost Heart Pirates character into play. So in other words, they banned him, but then they're reprinting this crappy version that you bottom deck one of your own characters, and then you can only play a 4-cost or less Hearts Pirates. Now, in terms of RP Law, I feel like he needs to be banned, and I feel like this is good. I actually kind of like the crappy reprint leader thing. The only thing I don't like about it is it kind of makes it awkward if they say wanted to unban that leader at a different point in the game when maybe that leader would be more fair. However, how generically good RP Law's skill is, I don't know if he'll ever be okay to unban him. So in this case, I'm kind of okay with it and glad that they're giving us a different version. Now let's talk about Enies Lobby for a second. With RP Law being gone and with them choosing not to touch Gecko Moria in any way, I do think that banning Enies Lobby is a good thing because it gave the leader just an additional -2 cost for free every turn. You're essentially minusing 3 every single turn for free. And pair that with Gecko Moria and all the other shenanigans that Rob Lucci can do, and it would have been, well, kind of frustrating. However, at the same time, I know there's going to be a lot of people that really disagree with me on this, because I've already seen it. There seems to be 2 sides of the camp. There's one side that's mad that they banned or errataed RP Law into oblivion, and then there's a side that is mad that they didn't ban or errata or restrict Gecko Moria. And I kind of understand why they didn't. Gecko Moria is really the only card that's holding Black up. To be honest, Black does have a good card pool, but Black doesn't really have a very good boss monster. I mean, run just Ishos in your deck or Sussies, and you're going to feel a drastic difference. However, there is also an argument to say Black doesn't need to be this good, and maybe even if Black did drop down to being bottom of A tier or into B tier or whatever, that isn't really a bad thing. But at the same time, I might be biased because I do play a lot of Black Yellow Luffy, and that deck 100% goes away without Gecko Moria. All these ban and restrictions, there's not really any restrictions, but all these bans do go into effect in Asia in September 1st. So we probably will see it at like the beginning of OP08 is my guess. They're doing all this to get around the whole Black Maria RP Law being tier 0 basically with just a splash of Rob Lucci's. I have heard from people that said that if this happens that Rob Lucci will be tier 0, and I kind of disagree. I don't think that Gecko Moria alone is going to make Rob Lucci tier 0, but who knows? I could be wrong. We also have to remember that at any point they could put out an emergency ban and get rid of Gecko or restrict Gecko if for some reason Rob Lucci does become this absolute crazy menace. It did have me thinking though, with Enies Lobby's gone, is Moria the better choice? Should you just play Moria over playing Rob Lucci? I know that there's a lot of the good Animal Kingdom Pirates cards coming out that are probably easier to fit into Rob Lucci. That's probably a discussion for another video. This is more of just a quick update I wanted to give you guys and see what you guys think. What do you think about them in reality getting rid of RP Law and only choosing to ban Enies Lobby over touching Gecko Moria or even something like Sabo that is incredibly good. Let me know what you think, and consider subscribing. This has been a fully charged TCG update video. Consider yourself updated. See you in the next one. Peace. I'm such a loser.